SAGIA, the Saudi Arabian General Investment Authority, to help enhance the appeal of the kingdom to foreign direct investment, because of course it's a very important and wise goal of the kingdom to diversify exports, to increase jobs and incomes, and foreign direct investment will play a big role in achieving those goals. The legal regime is complex in the World Trade Organization, and anything I can do to help navigate those complexities, I'm delighted to do.
Well, lastly, thank you so much, Professor Wright, for coming with us in Saudi TV. Any last words you would like to say?
My pleasure, and shukran.
Welcome back once again. So, well, we were in discussion with Dr. Amal Hamdi Kanana, who was speaking to us about how it is that you could possibly beat exam anxiety, stress, and eat well so that you would be able to make the most of the exam period, and as well as have optimum high energy levels. But with this, we are going to be moving on towards our next subject of discussion, for which we are going to be having a guest who's going to be joining us via the direct telephone line from the Eastern region. We are going to be speaking about the recent international trade developments when it comes to trade law. So, well, with this, we are going to be moving on with Dr. Saud Al-Ammari, who is going to be joining us from Dammam. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, Dr. Saud.
Alaikum salam, and thank you for having me. I'd like to join you and the viewers in extending our heartfelt congratulations to the leadership for the passage of 100 days and wish them the very best.
Thank you very much, Dr. Saud, and indeed we always pray that peace and prosperity would prevail in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia with the wise leadership we have. But Dr. Saud, now with this, tell us a little bit about the Haravard alumni of Saudi Arabia, Hassa, who organized a big event recently. Tell us more about this event.
Sure. Haravard Alumni of Saudi Arabia was established about 30 years ago by a handful of alumni, including His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Nawaf Al Saud, the Kingdom's ambassador to the United Kingdom, His Excellency Dr. Mutlab al-Nafis, and other American alums, including Joan McKeever and Neil Johnson and Vernon Casson, as well as the late Prince Salman bin Khalid. And the alumni has a dual mission. One is to promote the relations between Saudi Arabia and Haravard, and also create for our alums to meet and discuss matters that are of interest to the kingdom, and offer objective views as part of our social responsibility. The other mission is to work on identifying qualified students from Saudi Arabia to apply to the various Haravard colleges, whether it's undergraduate or postgraduate programs, degrees and programs, and we have been very, very active. As you kindly mentioned, we had a huge event last week, April 29th. It was attended by approximately 150 persons, and we talked about the recent developments in world trade and what can the kingdom do to maximize and take full advantage of its membership in the WTO as well as in the trade. So I'm happy to discuss those issues with you.
Indeed. And Dr. Saud, tell us why this event was held by Haravard alumni. Tell us more.
Right. The event was co-hosted by the Harvard alumni and the Saudi Chambers Council. And again, the idea is to host our distinguished alumnus, which is Professor Raj Bala, who's visiting the kingdom, to address issues that we are considering in the kingdom. Specifically, we're looking for areas to improve the kingdom's trade policies. We're looking at areas where we can improve the foreign direct investment in Saudi Arabia. And among the alumni of Harvard in Saudi Arabia, which about 300 of them, strong 300, we have a lot of experts in trade law and economics. And we decided to get together and address these issues, and it was a successful event. We discussed ways and means to boost the kingdom's economy. There was a host of recommendations. I'm happy to share them with you to, again, activate the efforts, ongoing efforts, to take full advantage of our membership in WTO, to form new partnerships, agreements. We talked about the GCC Customs Union, and we are hoping that the Kingdom and other members of the GCC would fully activate that agreement, because it's going to be very rewarding. And as you all know, in the latest decisive storm, the Gulf countries got together and did a good job, and I'm sure they will do that on the trade level.
Indeed, and definitely thank you so much, Dr. Saud, since we're running a little short on time. Any last word or brief comment you would like to give our dear viewers about the Harvard alumni of Saudi Arabia? Just a quick, brief comment.
Sure. We, as I mentioned earlier, look for qualified students. We would like to send as many students as we can from the Kingdom to Harvard. We also, I'd like to mention, appreciate support from the Saudi community. Recently, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Deputy Crown Prince and the chair of MISC charity, has identified 30 high-caliber high school students, and MISC is sending them to Harvard this summer to study. We appreciate that. We hope to see more. The alumni has created a chair at Harvard Law School, the custodian of the Two Holy Mosques chair. We have a program on Islamic legal studies, but we'd like to see more. As you know, Harvard is a great institution, and the Kingdom is on a mission to educate its people, and working with Harvard can only be good for all of us here.
Indeed. Again, thank you so much, Dr. Saud Al-Ammari, for discussing the topic of Harvard alumni, recent international trade developments and trade law. The absolute pleasure for joining us today. And our dear viewers, we're discussing more about the in line of the ties, creating more educational ties in general, having more opportunities with our dear students from here in the Kingdom to go ahead and have better education overseas. Definitely thank you so much, Dr. Saud, for joining us today. And again, that was quite amazing, because I feel like with education, we're always taking the next leap and next step, especially with the guidance of King Salman. At the moment, dear viewers, we'll be taking a short break, and we'll join right after this. Stay tuned.
سلمان الوفا والبطولة استبشري يا دار بحكم سلمان